Hi, all my small good friends. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Who knows when this video would actually go up, but it's the weekend for me currently. Yeah, it's actually a Sunday. I'm winding down. It's Sunday evening and thinking about work tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, I've got Domino and Jersey to the left of me here, and I have my window open, and kids are outside playing. People are walking their dogs. It's that typical time, kind of around dinner time when people are kind of out and about. And yeah, every little noise they hear out the window, they like to chime in. So my goal was to get some filming done this weekend, but I ran into a little wrinkle. My channel was removed from YouTube. I was canceled, you guys. I was canceled. Yeah. It went down probably about 3 p.m. yesterday, Saturday. And basically, I didn't know. I got an email from YouTube that said I was in violation of their scam, spam, and deception policy. And there was nothing I could do but appeal it, basically. Channel had been removed. Everything had been removed. And I had no access to YouTube whatsoever. So I guess technically I could have signed into another account or created another account because I don't work under two accounts. But I could have created another Google account because everything, my Google account and YouTube, of course, all that's interchanged. It's linked. And I couldn't watch any of my Wax Friends videos. I couldn't do anything. So I was feeling kind of lost. I was feeling very disappointed because I have almost 300 videos uploaded to my YouTube. It took me a year to grab 250 subscribers and a year to upload all those videos. And I just felt like everything's gone. In just a moment, everything's gone. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out what I had done because I definitely was not spamming people. I definitely was not trying to scam anyone. And I definitely wasn't trying to deceive anyone. I have a channel, a very small channel, that talks about home fragrance. Like, how wrong could you go? Regardless, I read over the guidelines and again, felt like I was not in violation of any of them. So then I started to Google what was going on with other people. Because I had heard about people losing their YouTube channel, but I thought it was mainly happening to people who are monetized. And I'm not monetized. I'm not even close to being monetized. So I was like, not even thinking this could happen to me. I just felt lost and not knowing what to do. And so, like I said, I got on Google and I started reading all this stuff about people's personal experiences. A lot of people never got their channel back. A lot of them were accused of the same thing I was, violation of that same exact policy. Some people got their channel back months later, but then it didn't work and they were missing content and comments and it just went on and on. And I thought, okay, this is great. And especially with the timing because I was currently running my giveaway, my 250 subscriber giveaway. And I thought, are you serious? Of all the times. So then I started thinking, is that the problem? Do they think I'm trying to deceive or scam someone with my giveaway? Like, it's literally free. I'm not asking anyone to send me money. I'm paying for shipping. I'm paying for everything. So, like, how am I scamming someone else? So I couldn't think what the problem was. Excuse me. We're not going to go there. And, you know, you just start thinking, because they don't tell you. They don't tell you what caused the problem. The other thing I kept reading on Google was that Google uses AI to determine if your channel needs to be removed. And so it's kind of loosey-goosey. And if they pick your channel, they pick your channel. I don't know how true all these things are, but, you know online what you start finding. I also saw some advice to reach out to YouTube on what used to be Twitter, X. And I was like, are you kidding me? I haven't had an account with X, Twitter, since they were Twitter. So I'm like, I don't even know if I can still sign in since it's changed. My credentials didn't work. So I thought, okay, I'll create an account. When I tried to create an account, it told me my email already existed. I'm like, that's funny because I can't get in with, my password and my email. I went through so much to get into that freaking X account. It was insane. I mean, that must have took hours just to get into that. I finally got into it, and of course the platform looks totally different than when it was Twitter. And I think I reached out to YouTube, but I wasn't really sure if I had. You know, I don't use the platform, and I just wasn't sure. So I was like, okay, I filled out the appeal form. I went and changed my password on Google just in case someone had gotten into my account. I finally got into X, and I think I contacted YouTube that way, and I thought, I don't think there's anything else I can do. Maybe it's gone forever. But what really saddened me the most was I was like, I can't watch videos. Like, I want to watch other people's videos. I love to watch other people's videos. So that's the other thing I thought of is I comment a lot on other people's videos. Is YouTube thinking I'm spamming people because I comment a lot? Or do they have a problem with the links, like my vendor links to my videos? I'm just trying to make it easy for people. If they watch my video and they think, oh, a scent sounds good to them, they might want to check out that vendor. And I'm like, that can't be the problem. A lot of people do that. And then I thought, is it because I post my Scentsy website? That can't be the problem. Every single Scentsy consultant on YouTube posts their Scentsy website. I can't figure out what the problem is. So finally, last night, I think shortly before I went to bed, and I go to bed pretty late on the weekend, so it had been a while, I get an email from YouTube saying that they looked over my account and agreed that it is not in violation of this policy and that they have reinstated my account. I got canceled, y'all. I got canceled. Anyway, I'm back. Thank goodness. I'm feeling good again. I was able to watch some videos last night. Didn't comment on any because I was like, I'm afraid to comment. I just wish they would tell you what resulted in the removal, and they don't. They don't. So it's anyone's guess. Who knows? But anyway, all that to say, what I have here today are my Scentsy empties. Like I was saying earlier, I wanted to get some filming done this weekend. I wanted to do a Scentsy haul. I wanted to do my Birdies Making Scents haul. I wanted to do my Scentsy empties. I wanted to do my vendor wax empties. I wanted to do my candle empties. Yeah, I had a busy weekend as far as filming planned. And when YouTube went down, or my account went down, YouTube didn't go down, I went down. Yeah, that just kind of killed those plans. And so now at 6 p.m. on Sunday, on a work night, my goal is to get my Scentsy empties done and hopefully my Birdies Making Scents haul done. So that's the 2 videos I hope to get done. I also hope to finish editing my Lavender and Speckles video, so that will already be up by the time this goes up because that's been sitting for a bit. And yeah, I work full time, and it's not always easy to get all the things done, you know, but we try, right? We try. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing what I got through as far as Scentsy, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm going to take my glasses off so I can use my iPad to read through the scent notes, because when I do Scentsy, I like to include those. And I have, looks like 12 bars here, and I have 5 of the scent shots that came in the March whiff box. So 5 of the new scents. You could not choose which ones they were. So I got 5 of what Scentsy chose for me, which I was very thankful for. In fact, I actually purchased that whiff box, which was not one of the most amazing ones as far as value was concerned, but it did have one of the new cheaper warmers in it, and I wanted to try that out. Spoiler alert, I'm liking it. And it had 5 of the new scents. So I was hoping to get some of my, what I thought might be my favorites. I think out of all the scents I did get 3 that I was interested in trying. 4th one, I actually was glad I got because I was very on the fence about it. And the 5th one, I knew for sure I wouldn't like, but it's here. All right, so let's get started. All right, we'll start with, I guess we'll start with the new scents first. Let's get those out of the way. I'm going to pull up my app here. Hopefully, I don't always leave my iPad on, so sometimes it updating my app where I keep track of all my Scentsy and stuff. It's not updated with any information, like new information I've added to it. So bear with me here. I think for these new ones, I'm just going to go to my website because that way I know for sure I can bring them up. Okay, so we'll start with, this is the scent I was kind of glad I got because I was really on the fence about. So this is Italian Sunshine. There it is in the little scent cup. And the little scent cups have a name on the bottom. They kind of look like the little testers as far as this sticker here. And they're cute. They're really nice size. I think people were saying these are about 2.5 cubes of wax. It was a good amount. And I basically warmed all of these in my bathroom upstairs. And I used a whole scent shot. All right, so this is Italian Sunshine, like I said. This is cheerful rays of Italian bergamot and sun-kissed coconut shine on sweet berries and warm amber. So you have bergamot, coconut, berries, and amber. What I got from this was cologne. Oh, yes. It's not a bad scent. It's just not a me scent. That bergamot is really making this a cologne vibe for me, and I'm just not real into cologne. The coconut is very, very light in this. I don't get a lot of coconut. I definitely get the amber. So you could think perfume. You could think bergamot could go either way, cologne or perfumey. But this mainly comes across in my nose as a cologne scent. It's a nice one. I don't know that I really pick up berries. I feel like I get coconut, bergamot, and the amber, but I get more of the bergamot to anything. It was strong. So if those kind of scents are your vibe, I think you would like this. And I do think quite a few people are liking this. I was hoping it was more like a beachy kind of vibe, but obviously from the scent notes, you can tell it wasn't going to be. I kind of was excited about this when I first heard about it, but then when I smelled my tester, I was like, I don't think so. But then I was still on the fence about it because the tester's pretty small and I hadn't warmed it because I like to keep those in case anyone wants to smell them. And so I had not warmed it. So I was glad to get this. But not, like I said, it's not a me scent. But if a cologne, nice kind of coconutty scent. Why do you feel wet? Was you licking yourself? Dominoes on my lap. If that's your vibe, then go for it. Like I said, it was a great performer. It was also a long laster. This went on for 2 days. I finally took it out because I was like, I've had enough of this scent. So not for me, but it may be for you. Okay, so I was glad I got this next one because I thought I was going to like it, and I didn't. This is Freshwater Sage. This one doesn't have the sticker on the bottom. Interesting. So Freshwater Sage is vibrant citrus zest and bergamot tea leaves, adrift and marine musk. So I thought this sounded kind of cool. Interestingly enough, it had sage in the name, no sage in the notes. I love tea scents. Bergamot was scaring me again. I like citrus. Citrus zest is fine. And I kind of like a watery aquatic note. So marine musk, I'm thinking it might be a little cologne with that musk. Like a aquatic cologne. Smelled my tester and I thought this smells kind of good. So I got it. And I warmed it. And on cold, I love how this smells. I get the tea. I get that marine note. I don't really get a lot of citrus here. But I get that beautiful tea leaves. And I get that marine note. And I love it. On warm, even though it doesn't say sage is in the notes, I smell sage. And I'm not an herbal fan. I don't like sage. So I didn't love this one. This one was also a pretty decent performer. I can't remember how long it lasted. I may have taken it out early because I think I let it go 2 days. I don't think it went 2 whole days, but it did go into the second day. So that's Freshwater Sage, if you're interested in trying that. Let me know if you have already warmed that. Do you smell sage when you warmed it? Because it's not in the notes, but it is in the name, and I was getting the sage note. The next one I got is Ocean Shimmer. This one has the name on the bottom, little sticker. So this is Capri Lemon, sparkles like sunshine along blue musk. I don't have any idea what blue musk is. And a splash of sea spray. What I get from this is citrus and an aquatic vibe. And it does have a sweetness, like that musk note has a sweetness about it. Again, I don't know what blue musk is, but it does have a little bit of a perfumey vibe, but in a good way. Like, I am not a huge fan of perfumey scents, and I really enjoyed this. I feel like some people were saying this was light. In my bathroom, I got pretty good performance out of this. I thought it was pretty good. This one did not last as long as those other two scents, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up the bar of this because I really enjoyed that scent. So it's Ocean Shimmer. Pearlescent Coast. That one has a sticker, so I guess it's just that one that's missing. So it's funny. You're probably watching me pull the tape off these. I taped all these closed because I got to tell you, it made me wonder. Let me take this tape off of here. These little things that are on the lid, right? They seem to be like little tabs. To me, I think they're there. So if you don't use all the wax, you can close that back up, right? They don't work. So you tell me, if that's not what they're for, let me know. But if they are, they don't work, okay? You cannot close this back up. So if you don't use all the wax, you pretty much got to tape it shut or put it in something because they don't work. Pearlescent Coast is lustrous lotus blossom, bamboo, and a silky wave of apricot musk. Again, I thought my testers smelled kind of good, even though those scent notes aren't always my thing. I'm not really a bamboo girl. Lotus, I can give or take. It's kind of like a watery kind of floral, and I do kind of like a watery floral. This one wasn't bad. I think this was probably my shortest lived scent as far as performance. But this is kind of aquatic. It's kind of green, but not in a super green way, because I don't always love super green scents. I definitely don't love super green scents. I get less of the musk in this than I did in that Ocean Shimmer. I mainly get like that watery floral and that green bamboo note. And it's fresh. It's kind of spa-like. It's fresh. It's soothing. I liked it. I probably would go ahead and pick up a bar. Pearlescent Coast. I really feel like it's a really nice spring scent. Clean. That kind of vibe. Okay, the last one was a scent I knew I wasn't going to like. This is Sweet Lime and Peach. This one's missing the sticker too. So Sweet Lime and Peach is fresh lime and garden mint. Add zest to ever sweet peach blossoms. So we've got floral. We've got lime. I don't love lime. And I don't really like a mint that's based on a plant vibe. Not really into like mint plants. I like peppermint when it's super creamy, mixed in with stuff like that. I like buttermint. I guess I'm not huge on spearmint, but if a mint is mixed with enough vanilla, marshmallow, or creaminess, I usually like it. Yeah, this is just not my vibe. It's not bad. It's not like overly limey. And sometimes peach with Scentsy just, it's not my favorite. This is more like your peach floral. But I definitely get that lime. I don't get a lot of mint here. Maybe very subtly in the background. I don't remember walking into my bathroom and thinking, oh, I smell mint. I mainly got a lime and then that peach blossom. It's just not my vibe. I know it wouldn't be. So I was kind of disappointed when I saw that I got this in my whiff box of all scents. I kind of wanted to try that Desert Twilight one, which was one also I thought that I probably would not like, but I wanted to try it. Anyway, there's that. If those scent notes sound up your alley, you may very much like this. This I didn't think was super strong either. It was probably a happy medium for the amount of wax that was in this container in my bathroom. So, I don't know. I won't personally purchase it again just because it's not my scent vibe. I'm just not a lime fan, but for the most part, I was pleased with what I got here. All right, guys, let's talk about the bars I got through. So the first bar I finished was one that's actually sold out, and I actually have a cube left in it because I'm going to take this final cube to work and try it there and see what I think. I do that sometimes, and I have one cube in a couple of these here. When I'm kind of unsure about a scent, sometimes I'll take one cube to work, and you guys know I'm not really supposed to warm wax at work. I mean, they haven't really told me I can't, but they've implied. And so I'll do it early in the morning because I tend to be the first one at work. And close my door. I have my own office, so I close my door, and then I tend to turn my warmer off probably about a half hour before other people arrive. But because the space is small and I'm able to close it in, unlike my large bedroom with the vaulted ceilings that can sometimes be a scent sucker, although scents do pretty well in my bedroom, it's my kitchen that's the scent sucker. And I don't know why, because like really, my kitchen's no different than this open space I'm sitting in, but it's such a problem to scent. But anyway, I do that to test the scent even further sometimes. So that's why I have one cube. This is Butterbeer. Butterbeer is the Harry Potter bar. So this is a licensed bar. It will cost you $1 more. Like I said, it's sold out, but you can still add this to your club. And I did put it in my club. I tend to do that when new bars, LTOs, limited time offers come out. I put them in my club right away. And that way I don't forget, because I don't always stay 100% on top of when something's leaving Scentsy. And I also feel like Scentsy's not always 100% on time with telling us something's going away. They're pretty good, but not always. Anyway, this is a frothy concoction of creamy butterscotch, softened warm vanilla, and a hint of caramel, best enjoyed with friends. Oh, I just got a whiff of it. This bar smells absolutely delicious on cold. It is the most yummiest caramel scent. Caramel / butterscotch. There's a very fine line between the two that I've ever smelled. It really reminds me a lot of Caramel Vanilla Delight, which I had in my club, and I took it out. And I don't know how I took it out because I didn't mean to take it out. But regardless, it's gone. So I was really happy to smell this. It's not the same, but it reminds me of that. On warm, it was just okay. So it was kind of a light performer at first. It took a while to kick in. On the second day, it kind of kicked in a little better. I did have to use all of this in my bedroom, like all 7 cubes. It probably would have been even great to use that last one, but like I said, I wanted to try that final cube in my office. So I had to use a lot of it to make sure I could smell it. What I could smell, I liked. But I definitely think it smells better on cold. I know people are loving this bar. I feel like I'm always the opposite of what people are loving. But it's okay. Sometimes people like a different opinion, right? I am going to leave it in my club because I'm going to try another bar. Because I do think that this may be one that really jibes with time and cures really well. And I do really like this scent. If you tried it, let me know your thoughts on it. Are you loving Butterbeer? What do you think? Did it perform well for you? Let me know. Next up is Churro Churro. This bar is in my club. This is baked pastry and cinnamon sugar. It's no longer available. This bar smells so good, but it is not the best performer. I did the whole bar except for one piece. I decided to take one piece to work. I've already warmed it. I did the whole bar, but that one piece in my bedroom. I struggle to smell it in my bedroom. So I decided, maybe I should remove this from my club, because if I can't smell it well in my home, what's the point, right? I'm just going to keep paying $6 to get a bar that I can't smell, even though what I can smell very lightly, I love. Took that one piece to work, put it in my warmer. Day 1, I was like, I'm really not getting it. I don't know if I'm getting it. It was on for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it kicked in. I don't know why it took so long to kick in, but it did. And I was like, whoa, it is smelling like cinnamon heaven in here. Cinnamon bakery. It's almost kind of like those cinnamon rolls you get from Texas Roadhouse. Oh my gosh, a churro. That Walt Disney tree. Like, so good, right? I was like, man, this is smelling good. Maybe I'll just keep this in my club and I'll just warm it at work. It'll take me forever to get through a bar because I only do 1 cube at work. But if my office gets scented pretty well with that 1 cube, maybe I'll keep it. At least get a few more, stock up, and then maybe remove it. So anyway, I turned it off my usual half hour before other people arrive. Decide I'm going to use it the next day too, Turn it off. One of my coworkers that's right outside my office door, she got there late that day. So she actually didn't arrive until almost an hour later. She walked in, my door was cracked, and she said, Terry, what do you have going on? She knows it's me. She knows I'm the scent girl. I'm like, you can smell that? And she's like, I smelled it as soon as I walked in the door. She's like, it's like Cinnamon Bakery. And I'm like, okay, well, I know she's being honest because how would she know it's Cinnamon Bakery? You could smell this bar that I could not find a trace of in my bedroom barely. All the way down the hall, through a doorway, out to the other door when you walked in. Like, what? How the hell? How? I don't know. I really don't. But regardless, she loved it, thank goodness. And I enjoyed it the next day. So needless to say, Churro Churro has lived to see another day. I'm going to keep it in my club a little longer. So here we go. I know a lot of you do not get good performance with this either. Those of you who have kept it, what are your secrets? Like, where do you warm it to get your optimal performance? Happy birthday. Also a club bar. I was working on some of my club bars, so this one's not available anymore. Sugar, whipped cream, and vanilla extract. So, you guys have probably heard there's a lot of back and forth on whether this smells like funfetti cake or it smells like marble cake. Originally, I thought I was on the funfetti side. But the more I smell this, I can totally see where the marble cake scent comes from. And now that I can totally see that, that's kind of what I get. Yeah. It's good, though. It's good. I feel like in Vendor Wax Cupcakes at Tiffany's kind of gives me that marble cake vibe. So it's kind of like that, although I would say the Vendor Wax is stronger. And it's not Cupcakes at Tiffany's, but it kind of gives me that vibe. I do like this bar, though. So this one's here to stay. Not the most strongest performer, but good enough. Like, I can walk into my bedroom and I smell it. And people love to mix this. I don't know if I've mixed this with anything yet, but I may try and see what I get. But it's here to stay for now because I don't know when we'll see this again because this was back not too long ago. So who knows? I love Clover. This one had the most beautiful green wax. This was part of the St. Patty's Day collection. The collection was very small, but I think this is the only thing that survived the month. This is now gone, so you can't get this in April. This is green apple, clover leaf, and fresh grass. So I had no desire to pick up this bar. I don't like fresh grass notes, so no desire. But I am hearing all over, and plus it has that clover leaf note, which is another green note. I'm hearing all over the internet that people are getting mostly apple. A lot of people aren't even getting the grass note. So I'm like, okay, green apple I can be okay with. Sometimes I'm not. It really depends on what it's mixed with. I decided to try it. Stuck it in my club, did a one and done, tried it out. I don't like it. I know people are liking this bar, but I don't. I get the grass. I get the freaking grass. I get the apple, don't get me wrong. It's a nice tart green apple. But I get the friggin' grass. I don't like it. I'm not keeping it. But, you know, if you usually have an opinion that agrees with the masses when it comes to Scentsy, try it out. I don't love it. I will tell you this, though. This is strong as hell. It's always the bars that aren't my favorite. This was a beast of a performer. I didn't have to use much of it. This one, I did 4 cubes in my bedroom. Oh, yeah. And it went on for a long time. I finally took it out because I was like, I'm over this. So, I love Clover. You can't get it anymore, but if you got it on the black market or maybe your consultant has some extras that you could try or however you get your hands on it, if you have it in your club, maybe you stuck it there to save it. Let me know what you think. I know it was a popular one. This is not popular with me. But that's okay because I really don't need more bars in my club. So needless to say, you know, I stuck it in my club to safe keep it and now it's gone. Lemon Coconut Chiffon. This was the bar that made me start a club. This is lemon custard, butter cake, and toasted coconut. This bar is so good. Oh, it's lemon. It's a toasty coconut. It's like a cake. A buttery cake. Like those notes those notes match what this is completely. Lemon custard, check. Butter cake, check. Toasted coconut, check. It's a great performer. Open space worthy. I love this bar. I love this bar. Like I said, it's what made me start my club. Of course, it was a rabbit hole from there. But oh my gosh, it is the most delicious lemon bakery that Scentsy makes. It's so good. Lemon coconut chiffon. This is no longer available, but I will tell you, if you're looking for a similar, not exact, but a similar lemon bakery, the Easter bar, which will probably go away at the end of April, I'm thinking, if it doesn't sell out. But it should still be able to add the club if you have a club. Lemon Heaven, which came in my whip box, so we'll talk about that here. It's close. It's close. I still love this one better. Spoiler alert, but it's close. It might quench that thirst, if you know what I mean. Speaking of Easter bars, do I want to do the Easter bars last? Yeah, let's do the Easter bars last. That way they'll all be here together. Do I not have Lemon Heaven in this one? Oh, I wonder if I did Lemon Heaven already. Well, then maybe it doesn't matter because I don't have Lemon Heaven here. I wonder if I recorded that video already. I must have. Okay, so I can't talk about Lemon Heaven. Dag. Okay. Like I said, Lemon Heaven was very similar to Lemon Coconut Chiffon, but it has that almond note. Obviously, I must have talked about this in the previous Empties, so you would have seen it already if you watched that video. But I felt like Lemon Coconut Chiffon was the better performer. Stronger, a little bit more yummy to my nose. I really love that coconut note, that toasted coconut note. And so I don't think I'll be keeping Lemon Heaven in my club because I love this one more. And they're similar enough that I feel like I don't need both. But like I said, if you can't get this one, you don't have access to this one, Lemon Heaven may do you. So try it out. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and talk since I don't have all three Easter bars. What's the point of putting them all together, right? This also, I have one cube waiting because I'm going to try it out in my office and see what I think. This is Peach Paradise. Like I said, this is part of the Easter collection, 2025. This is White Woods, Vanilla Bean, Tangerine, and Peach. I was excited about the tangerine note. Peach and Scentsy don't always agree with my nose. I do really like how this smells on cold. It's a very nice peach note, and I do pick up that tangerine, which makes that peach to me smell even better. I do get that vanilla. I don't really get a woodsy vibe, so if that note scares you, I don't think you have anything to be scared about. I mainly get vanilla, tangerine, and peach. This one, I could not get a read on. It was so light. I ended up doing all of it. No, 5 cubes of it. 5 cubes of it in my bedroom. And then I put 2 more cubes in my bathroom. I couldn't get a read on it in either space. It was so light. I feel like, I don't know what other people are saying about this because I haven't heard their reviews. I really need to check on that and see what other people are saying. Are they saying this is light? Because I couldn't smell it, which is why I saved that last cube. I'm going to see how this does in my office so I can get a read on it. And if I do truly like the scent, I'll probably keep it in my club and get another bar and let it sit. But I couldn't get a read on it, so I don't know if I like it or not. So, yeah, if you've worn Peach Paradise, let me know. I couldn't smell it. I really couldn't smell it. But like I said, in the clam, it smells really nice. It kind of has like that Dumbo vibe, but stronger and sweeter. Not quite as vanilla. Definitely more fruity. Peach Paradise. Wish I could talk about that further, but like I said, I really couldn't get a read on it. It was so light. Next up is a scent I removed from my club, and I kind of regret it because it's such a good performer for me, which is kind of funny because I feel like every video I've ever seen that talked about this scent, people say it was light. This has always been a strong performer for me from the get-go. So strong that when I warm this in my kitchen, which remember is a scent sucker, I can smell it in my living room. Like, it's that strong. But I was just thinking, the scent is just okay. I think I'll let it go. I warmed it recently and I was like, I probably shouldn't have let it go. It's too good a performer, but I did. Nothing I could do about it now. It's pink coconut. So pink coconut, and you see I didn't save any of that because this would be too strong for my office. Sweet raspberry, earthy pink clay, creamy coconut, and Tahitian vanilla. It is a little different because of that clay. This is just quite a different scent to me. You do really get that coconut, and it's kind of a dry coconut. And all I can think of is that earthy pink clay is lending a hand to that. You do get that vanilla. It's kind of a body care vanilla. And you do get that raspberry. So you do kind of get all the notes. I wouldn't say it's actually earthy, but it's kind of like a dry vanilla coconut with raspberry. Like I said, it's a great performer for me, but I have some more in my stash, so you'll see this in my empties again, but I did remove it from my club because I had to make space, and so it's gone. All right, guys, speaking of Easter collection, this was my favorite bar from the Easter collection. I mean, the lemon bar was good, don't get me wrong, but I really liked this one. This was kind of unique to me, and you guys know I've been looking for one of those bars that has a different color packaging than it does the wax. I know, I'm a freak. But at least for the time being, this is it, guys. It's already in my club because I threw the Easter bars in my club right away as I figured out whether I liked them or not. This is staying, at least for the time being. This is Prickly Pear Flair. So beautiful, kind of fuchsia pink packaging, and it had like a lime green wax. It was so cute. This is Sparkling Bubbles, Pineapple, and Prickly Pear. So what I get in this is a lot of fruitiness. It's funny because on cold, I feel like on cold, I kind of get like that sparkling note. I don't know what sparkling bubbles, is that like bubbles drink wise? I kind of do get that sparkling note. I feel like a lot of people say they don't, but it is kind of bubbly. I mostly get that fruity pineapple, and then I get that prickly pear, like a floral note. It's very, very much a spring vibe, but it's not too floral. It's not like a heady floral. I didn't feel like botanic inducing. It was very fruity because of the pineapple, and I could see how this could go cloying for people. So if you're sensitive to that, or if you're not a pineapple lover, you probably should stay away from this one. But this was a great performer. It went on for a couple of days. I don't usually keep my wax in for more than 2 days. But it went on for a couple of days, and when I can get a couple of days out of Scentsy, I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't need a ton of it to smell it. Yeah, it's going to stay in my club, and I am happy to say I finally found one of those bars. I know, call me kooky. I don't care. Next up is Sun-Kissed Citrus. This is a bar that is currently available as part of the Spring Summer catalog. This is oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruit. All the citrus. And that's what it is. All the citrus. I get all of that. I will say the lime note in here doesn't really bother me. I do find if lime is mixed with other citrus, then I don't mind it. I get more of that orange, lemon, grapefruit type of vibe. The lime is there, but it's just a medley of citrus. That's exactly what it is. It's a nice, clean citrus, sweet citrus scent, and like I said, a medley of citrus. It's a decent performer. It's a great one in my kitchen. I like to have it in my kitchen. In fact, I have it going in my kitchen tonight. I teamed it up with Kringle Candles Essentials, which is basically a dupe for Capri Blue's Volcano. Scentsy actually has a dupe for Capri Blue's Volcano. It's Blue Grotto, which is also currently in the catalog. It's one of my favorites. But I had this on hand, and Blue Grotto is downstairs, so this made it into my kitchen as I work on finishing up that candle. Sun-ripened Raspberry. This bar was a little juicy. This was a scent of the month a while ago. I don't remember when. Actually, I've had this bar sitting in my collection since 2022. So this is Orange Sorbet, Sun-ripened Raspberries, and Strawberry Sugar. I really like this scent. You really get that raspberry note, that sun-ripened raspberry. This is very sweet, very fruity. Kind of makes me think of like a sherbet scent kind of vibe. Very sweet and sugary, very berry. And then that orange is kind of just leading more sweetness to this. Blending. I really like this. I did this in my kitchen as well. And it did okay. It was about a medium performer. I think I have some more bars in my collection that I've picked up in flash sale along the way. So you can't currently get that one anymore, but it's a good one. Next up is the scent of the month for... They don't put scent of the month on these bars anymore. I think it was March. I think it was last month. And this is one of those ones I held over a cube because I'm going to try it in my office because this one was another light one. Strawberries and cream. Very light. I did this in my bedroom today. I couldn't pick it up. So then I did 5 cubes. 5 cubes in my bedroom. I put 2 in my bathroom. I can smell it in my bathroom. Not super strong, but I can smell it. I like the scent. The scent notes are strawberry preserves, whipped cream, and a touch of lemon zest. I don't really get lemon. I mainly get strawberry preserves and like a vanilla, obviously that whipped cream vibe. I like it. I like the scent. But light. And I think people have been saying this is light. That was definitely my experience. I'm going to leave it in my club because I'm definitely going to try another bar. Because sometimes these scents, they get a lot better with time. So I'll try another bar after it's been sitting for some time. And if then it's no good, it's getting the cut because I just don't have room in my club. At this point, I don't have room in my club for bars that don't do very well. You know, although I said I would keep Churro Churro. That was just a crazy story. But like I said, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit and see how it does on the second round. And plus, like I said, I'm going to try it at work and see what I think. Because, I don't know, scents seem to do better there. So, strawberries and cream. Do wish that it was stronger. The last scent I did is also a scent that's no longer available. This is Vitamin U or Vitamin Unwind. This is Apple Blossom, Cucumber Peel, and Spa Water. Not usually my vibe, but I really enjoyed this. You really got that beautiful apple blossom. It was sweet, crunchy, fresh. You got that cucumber peel. It was very spa-like. It says spa water. It does give a watery vibe. Aquatic, watery, fresh, and clean. Very relaxing scent. I did this in my bedroom and I really enjoyed it. It lasted a long time too. I enjoyed it for 2 days. Yeah, I wish we could still get this because I don't usually pick up scents like this. So when I find one that I like, I tend to try to keep it because, you know, I don't usually have those in my scent profile. So anyway, if you guys ever have a chance to pick it up and that sounds like your vibe, I think you would enjoy it. I thought it was a good performer. All right, guys, I think... yeah, that's everything. I'll wrap it up for my Scentsy Empties. So, I do hope you enjoyed this. This took a little longer than I expected, so I don't think I'm going to get to that second video I wanted to get to. But at least I got one done today. So, I'll just have to take my wins the way I can get them. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you've been warming from Scentsy this week. And if there are some scents that you're looking forward to picking up in a catalog, even if they're not new, but maybe they're new to you. If you're looking forward to picking them up, let me know. And I am a Scentsy consultant, so if you're ever interested in shopping my site, I always post my Scentsy website. It's always in my profile, but I also include it on any Scentsy related content. And sometimes I include it on other videos too, so it's super easy to find. If you ever have any questions about Scentsy, feel free to reach out to me. My email is smellgoodsinside@yahoo.com. I'll post that below. I'll also post my website below as well, just in case you're not sure how to find it. And of course, if you already have a consultant, shop at your consultant's website. I know, even though I'm a consultant, I definitely watch other consultants' videos. And then, you know, before I became a consultant, I would watch other consultant videos and still shop with my consultant. So I totally get it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this content today. And if you did, I hope you will give me a like, a thumbs up, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel where I talk about all things home fragrance, including Scentsy. I do love Scentsy wax. I know the company's got some issues going on right now. I know there's some stuff going on and we've had to decide whether or not we want to still purchase or not. I am on the side of still purchasing. I can't say that I agree with all the changes. I can't say that I agree with some of the things I've seen. but I am still purchasing. So it is my guilty pleasure. I don't know how much longer that will last because I don't know. I don't know if this company is going to make it. I've seen some things that make me wonder, and I don't know any inside information, so we won't go there. But definitely seen some things that make me wonder. But that's okay because I really do love vendor wax, and I don't see me stopping loving vendor wax anytime soon. So I do share both on my channel. I also share candles. I share retail wax. I share whatever sitting in my home. I share it. Even my Bath and Body products I share here. So yeah, I'd love to have you here. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a great, fabulous evening, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.